Hey, what's up, Training Guide Virgin Gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good today on the opossum arts that are ever expanding. The one of ones, the portfolio is growing. This art could be your art if you see me at Card Party. I'm going to be giving these out. I'm going to have about like two or three, 400 of them. I don't know how many I'm going to actually have all together, but this could be your art right here. This Screamtail could be yours. Look, it's Screamtail. It's like Jigglypuff, but edgier. It's like Jigglypuff, but with fangs. It's like Jigglypuff, but with a weird hair tail thing. The Paradox Pokemon have really grown on me. I like what Pokemon did with that a whole lot. I like the goofy little nature of that stuff, and they made a lot of these Pokemon actually fairly usable. Gave them some pretty good stats. Screamtail is one of them top tier ones. It's just edgy Jigglypuff. It's just hot topic Jigglypuff. I love it. Going that stuff. So we're gonna be talking a little bit today. We're not gonna go too crazy on the topic. I don't want to fucking kick a dead horse or anything like that. We're gonna be talking about Pearpod, Dr. Pearpod. So everyone is familiar. You saw the thumbnail. You kind of know what this whole thing's about. I'll kind of recap it for you real quick. So everyone and their mom has been talking about GameStop and the whole PSA buyback thing that's going on right there. GameStop essentially buying back PSA slabs of select things, Pokemon, sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever they want. They're going to be taking it, they're going to be selling online, and eventually, per their actual records, they're going to be actually selling stuff in store once they get stuff implemented like that. Everyone and their mom talked about it. There was like the sales were going on where people are seeing how much store credit or cash people are going to get for slabs. People are, weighing in on how they think about the whole process is going to go. And Dr. Pearpod was no exception to this. He decided to weigh in on the fucking process himself. He decided to go in on the pain as well. But he decided to take it to a next level, as the Pearpod always does. So he decided, he got this information from an employee inside GameStop. He decided that he thought it would be a great idea to leak internal documentation regarding their training slides and what they are looking for in order to actually successfully run this as a PSA buyback program for GameStop, and decided to show that entirely. Mind you, this isn't even like where the checklist was kind of leaked and like a couple people had that showing around or anything. No, this is him taking an internal training document, an actual slideshow that is going to be used to train everyone in GameStop, and decided to post this up, not just for the public, but for competition of GameStop and for anybody who is trying to scam the system, to see specifically what GameStop is looking for, the insider trades, the insider secrets, and what GameStop is going to do internally to try to make sure that these scammers and these competitors are not going to put GameStop out of business. And he decided to throw that up. Now, the next part is very ironic, and it does make me chuckle a little bit. So he put up his video, and the very next day, he gets issued a copyright strike from GameStop themselves. He gets issued this, and it comes down, and the video's down. He makes a whole nother video talking about how GameStop's covering up the secrets of the trade. It's a conspiracy thing. They don't want to show what's going on here. GameStop's trying to silence creators and stuff like that, which normally I do agree. And I do think I don't want to see Dr. Pearpod lose his channel. I have my huge gripes with him, but I don't want him to lose his channel. Not because I really give a fuck about him, but because I don't want it to be that much easier for companies to come in and just bulldoze over creators giving their opinions and their fair takes about certain things. I think him releasing training documents, as someone who has worked on training documents, I think that's a very bad move for him. That the whole way that training documents work in companies and programs and things like that are units. It's a very process thing. It has to go through a whole design and developmental process. It has to be implemented, which is what GameStop is currently doing. They're going through an implementation phase where they're seeing if what they're doing currently works per the training, and in which case they're going to review it and edit it, and they're going to make sure that what they're doing is like, okay, here's the bad things. Let's take out these parts and let's add this stuff to it as well, because we encountered this, and this during our implementation phase. Their training documents are not final, and they don't want their competition to get edges on them when GameStop's still trying to iron out the things on their training. This is a whole process. There's a system developer and a training manager that usually has to work on things like that up at GameStop corporate, and you just decided to say, fuck that, I'm going to piss all over their entire job, and I'm just going to leak it all. That's the whole thing. And once again, this is not the same thing as just showing a singular checklist or a big Lee showing the POS, the point of sale at GameStop, which I did disagree with. I did think that that was kind of crappy. I didn't show that in my video when I did my big Lee review. But, that's not quite the same as internal documents, man. A lot of people have asked me what my big gripe with Pearpod is, like what I have a huge issue with them about, and it's kind of funny. Like, I've given, Great Value Pokerev a couple chances. I'm still friends with, like, certain people I've did videos about before. I actually am on good terms with some of the investor bros here. I don't really despise them. I just disagree with a couple things they say. I can have arguments with people, and I guarantee, hell, even Rattle, I mean, if he wanted to fucking be kumbaya kumbaya after the fucking ass licking I gave him yesterday, which we'll see. But Pearpod's that exception. He is that absolute exception that does not get a pass for me because of this right here. You know how he got a copyright strike from GameStop? That fool likes issuing out copyright strikes as well. Whenever I criticized him for defending someone who bought possibly stolen product, play for more time.
I can't even think straight because of how early we have this product in our hand. It's insane to even think that this is the case. I will say it's probably stolen. I don't know.
Whenever new cards like this come out, they're always stolen, right? They're always stolen. And I, for one, honestly, you guys might not like what I'm about to say right here. I don't blame him for taking a swing and saying, hey, maybe there's a real. If they wouldn't have been real, if they would have been fake Silver Tempest packs, that would have still been a cool video, right? I would have still recorded a video on fake Silver Tempest packs.
He decided to issue a copyright takedown on me and didn't give me any time to do anything about it. He didn't give me any time to like try to take anything down or any of that stuff, and he justified it completely because I used a large portion of his video. I used an entire like 70% of that whole thing apparently, when the entirety of his video was only a quarter of my video. I talked for 12 straight minutes and I only used about 4 minutes of him like in his video space talking. I did tons of criticism, I did tons of transformative content, and that motherfucker said no. And that was for me criticizing him for saying, hey man, you look like a goofball defending someone buying possibly stolen product, right? Let's play it for one more time.
I can't even think straight because of how early we have this product in our hand. It's insane to even think that this is the case. I will say it's probably stolen. I don't know.
I didn't even leak anything about that dude. I didn't even fucking, like leak any of the Dr. Pearpod secrets or anything like that. I didn't do anything like that. And he's leaking training documents, and he's just like, yeah, man, what's up with these guys silencing creators about this whole thing? It's very clear you've never worked on anything like that. I'm not really going to show his video because knowing his bitch ass, he'll probably copyright strike that too. There's clips in the video that I'm not going to show you. I'll kind of have it like playing a little bit. I'm not going to play any of his stupid audio, but he's essentially, where the video ends and where I'm not showing anything of it, is he's re-going over the training slides. He's just blurring it out. He's going to read them verbatim, which GameStop's not stupid if they see you doing that and they deem that as like you're just leaking their information. Once again, I'm just reading it, I'm not showing it. Yeah, you're gonna get with a second strike. So he says if he gets a copyright strike, his channel's done. That's like half true. If he gets 3 in a 90-day period, then yes, his page is done. If he just chills out and he just sits on this one strike for 90 days, it'll go away and he'll be fine and he can sit in that. So if you get 3 strikes in a 90-day period per YouTube's guidelines, you can look it up. It's not really like as big of a deal he's making it. He's making it a bigger deal than it actually is now by continuing to talk about it. I just don't understand where he thinks this is like on the same level as like Big Lee or like, any of the people that are talking. I don't get it. It's just clear he doesn't know how like corporations or anything like that handle their training documents. And I don't know, competition, man, it's a big old deal. I know we deal with it all the time on YouTube with views and clicks and all that stuff, but I mean, for corporations, man, that's some bigger level stuff right there. And I mean, people have sued for less, and I would just be careful. I don't want to see you get sued. I don't want to see you lose your page. It's just, you got to be careful, Pearpod. You're going to end up in some deep water if you don't stop. And people giving you this advice about this, I see people in your comments telling you about it. You need to kind of probably listen to them, and I tighten up your stuff a little bit. The good old noble cause, trying to help the good old people make informed decisions on how much store credit and cash they're going to get for their PSA slabs. Like anybody actually cares how PSA is doing their training other than scumbags and people actually trying to compete with GameStop. I think people just selling their slabs are worried about the cash and store credit they're going to get versus what they could get from eBay or a brick and mortar store. But I digress. I just thought it was really hypocritical of him since he issues out copyright strikes, no problem. He didn't talk to me about that stuff. He wants GameStop to talk to him, but he didn't talk to me. Rules for thee, but not for me. That's the old Pearpod motto right there. Big old giant hypocrite of the Pokemon community. Like, he wants GameStop to talk to him about this stuff, but no, I can't talk to anybody else. But people who criticize me for defending somebody who bought possibly stolen product at one point, play it for one more time.
I can't even think straight because of how early we have this product in our hand. It's insane to even think that this is the case. I will say it's probably stolen. I don't know.
Whenever new cards like this come out, they're always stolen, right? They're always stolen. And I, for one, honestly, you guys might not like what I'm about to say right here. I don't blame him for taking a swing and saying, hey, maybe there's a real. If they wouldn't have been real, if they would have been fake Silver Tempest packs, that would have still been a cool video, right? I would have still recorded a video on fake Silver Tempest packs.
No, I don't gotta talk to them about that at all. I don't gotta talk to them about anything. Absolutely not. I don't gotta do anything. No. No. That's rules for you, but not for me. GameStop, talk to me about this stuff. I'm Pearpod. Everybody else needs to fucking play by my rules, and I'm the community savior here. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, Best of luck to you. I don't want to see you lose anything because it's going to suck for everybody else if you do. But it is what it is. You make your content and you feel like it, I'll keep making mine. And yeah, from one community bully to another, there you go, big dog. That's all I got. Appreciate it, virgins. See you later. Woo. Wonder if Pearpod's going to hit that strikes. 3 strikes, you're out, baby. Ooh, 90 days.